There's really 5 key things that drain your energy, make you tired, make you feel heavy, maybe gaining some weight, and just don't have that zest or that energy for life anymore. Today, we're going to break down the top 5 things that I find keep people tired, keep people exhausted, keep them from losing the weight that they desire. And it's going to be different than anything you've ever heard before. We're going to tackle this from an energetic standpoint. When we break everything down, everything is energy. I teach people every week really simple techniques on how to get their energy back, how not to have their energy depleted, and what's really keeping them feeling down and stuck and lethargic. Let's dive in. Welcome back to another episode of the Jackie Senatori Show. I am your host, Jackie Senatori. Each week, I'm helping you shift your mindset, clear your energy, and really start creating a life that you love faster and easier than you ever thought possible. So today's topic is what's keeping people exhausted? We're right in the thick of the holiday season, prepping and family and maybe travel plans and all of the things. And you might be one of them. You might be feeling that exhaustion, that anticipation. Maybe you're wishing just to get through it and have it be over. I'm going to show you today how to get your energy back so you can enjoy this holiday season. Let's start with number one. Number one, and I find this one of the biggest ones, it's the pressure you're putting on yourself. Yes, the expectation, the having to do everything right, to have to do so much, to carry a lot of things. And this will touch on fatigue, and this is going to touch on why people don't drop the weight and they actually gain weight, especially during a holiday season, is because they allow so much pressure without letting it go. So you want to be an energetic vessel. A lot comes in and the holidays are a lot. We can't change that unless we kind of escape it all and leave. But if you want to be there amongst family, you want to work through it, you want to have all the kids, the parties, you can do that from a place of being grounded, which we're going to talk about, and also letting it go through you, not having to store everything and take everything on. So how do we not put so much pressure on ourselves? And this is going to be something that's going to be a daily practice to strengthen that muscle and start catching yourself when you're doing it. Are you taking on too much and are you holding everything? Or do you have a practice in your life of where you release energy? Within one session inside Meditation Mondays, you will really get the experience of how do you let go of energy? How do you release it? What would it start to feel like to just let things go? So if you're new to this energy clearing work, you might be wondering, well, how do I let things go? How do I let all the responsibilities go? And it's really a simple shift of first choosing, I don't want to hold on to this. It's going to work out. Inside doing energetic clearing work, we release things. We put things in little bubbles and float them away. We release it down our grounding cord, if you're familiar with that. We just start to give ourselves permission that we don't have to hold on to this, especially other people's expectations or problems or viewpoints. You're only one person. You can't hold everything. When I work with people that want to lose weight and they're frustrated and they might be doing all the right dieting things and eating well, and they're like, why can't I let it go? Just ask yourself, if that relates to you, just ask yourself, do I take on too much? Do I hold things for everybody else? Do I have a hard time letting things go and choosing ease and choosing a place of trust that everything is working out for me, that the right people come in and help me at the right time, that I just have this intention that things are working out, that I don't have to have that level of control of micromanaging everything, of taking everything on. It's going to work out. Can I let it go? If someone in your family, one of your kids, a coworker, a spouse has a really big issue or problem, and they come to you with it right after, can you let that energy go? Can you either float it away, send it back to them? Do you make clearing your space one of the most important things in your day? And there's tools and ways and practices on how to do that. But even just setting the intention right now, if you don't meditate or if you don't do mindset or coaching work and you're watching this, can you set the intention from your heart and just almost take a moment and just to feel yourself letting everything go and notice how you feel? Sometimes it can make you emotional. Sometimes it can make you want to cry. Sometimes just even listening to me say this can start to make you feel something. Allow it. Allow it to be there. Allow it to release. Your body wants to let all that pressure go. One of the cool feedbacks that I hear from people when they want to do this work is that they're surprised that within just a short period of time of clearing their energy, they have the best sleep ever, that their body just feels wiped. And they write into me and they ask, what happened? What did I do? What changed? I just felt this lift off of me. It's like a train has been running for days, weeks, months, even years, decades. And all of a sudden you just let it go or it just stopped. And then your body has a time finally to recuperate, to reorganize, to feel better. And then lightness comes in. There might be a little period of time where, wow, I'm finally getting to refuel my cup, regain my energy, not from a place of like, I got more energy to burn and burning the candles at both ends. It's really this internal recharge that you'll experience for the first time. Okay, so let's move into number 2, which is sort of a blend of the mindset and energetics. I am a really firm believer that what our mind says, our body will respond to. What our body's holding affects the thoughts that we think. It's a perfect, beautiful blend mixture. When you do them both, it's life-changing and transformative. So number 2 is becoming aware of the stories that you're telling yourself. Are you telling yourself that it's too much? You can't do it. Life's hard. That person, I don't want to do this. So start to just become aware and listen to the language that you're using. Sometimes it's harder to be more self-aware, but we'll notice things in others more as mirrors. I can't tell you how many people I've heard saying, I gain weight looking at that pie. Just stop. Think about what you just said. I gain weight looking at that pie. So what does your body do? It does what you tell it. Now, I know this isn't rocket science, but it goes even deeper than this of what are you telling yourself in your day-to-day? And a way to first start this, if you're not in a community or have a coach or have someone to reflect or hold space for you, you can start by thinking of what's one issue in your life. In this message, it could be fatigue or weight, or what is the story that you're making about this issue? Are you telling yourself, are you making a really strong statement that I can't sleep at night? Are you making a strong statement about your body? So the first step is becoming aware of it. And then what we can do about it is we can just slightly tweak it. Just practice for a few days, a week. I'm not going to make that statement anymore, and start seeing what happens. Our words are powerful and our stories that we tell ourselves are extremely powerful. They shape our life. And there's 2 components to stories that we tell ourselves. So a lot of it could come from energy, and the energy that's stored in our body, if we don't clear it, those are the thoughts that we're going to think. So if we shift the thought, we'll start shifting the energy. If you know me, I really like to start shifting the energy for people, and then they just have different thoughts. But you can choose to do it either way. In this exercise, first step is just become aware of the stories that you're telling yourself. The things that you're believing about other people, your job, your boss, your spouse, they're draining you. They're giving you an energy dissonance instead of an energy surplus. If you want to have more energy, we want to let things go, and then we want to catch the stories that we're telling ourselves. This can be a simple one and it could be a tricky one. So if you want help, you want a community, a container of support, come check out Meditation Mondays. I'm going to put the link below in the description, or go to JackieSanatori.com/membership and come experience what it's like and how really within 10 minutes, you can shift your energy, get the insight of what's holding you back, what's creating the fatigue, what you're holding on to, that's creating things you want to let go of. It's just whether it's important to you. If there's something in your life that you want to change, give it time and attention. Make it the most important thing. Invest in it. And I guarantee you will see change and movement or healing in it. Let's move on to number 3. This is my favorite one, the one that creates me to have the most energy possible. So the first 1 or 2, I talked about what drains your energy, creates more heaviness, dissonance, tired, fatigue, weight gain. Now we're going to shift a little bit into what starts refueling us. Yes, reserving the energy from being drained, but also starts to recharge, where you're going to feel like you have an unlimited energy resource, that you just feel fantastic, where people look at you and think, you just look like you're enjoying life. And you feel like you're enjoying life. You start glowing from the inside, of where your energy becomes magnetic. This one is permission. Giving yourself permission to be yourself, to do what it is that you want, to think what you want, to have what you want, to make yourself more important. And it's not in really big things. It's in very small moments. I'll give you an example. We're in full swing of holiday parties and gatherings and all the things. And I ordered 3 different dresses. One of them I put on and I thought, yeah, this kind of fits the vibe of the party. And it's kind of a safer choice. And it's going to make me not stand out and all the things. And then I put on one that, gosh, I felt so alive in. But I had this thought, I caught the thought, the story that kind of creeped in there of, am I going to stand out too much? Are people going to have opinions? Am I going to trigger anybody wearing this? It wasn't scandalous or anything. It just was one of those things that you feel alive in. You know, it's almost like a Jennifer Lopez vibe. Because I work with so many people, I'm in the energy flow of seeing how people block permission, seeing how they do energy dissonance and wear the dress that creates more of a drop and a safe and not that vivacious kind of aliveness. Or would they give themselves permission to choose the one that they want and then catch the stories that come in? And really, other people's opinions have nothing to do with you. Are you going to allow other people's thoughts or your idea of what other people might be thinking, which might not even be true in the first place? Are you going to allow that to dim your energy? Another big one that I hear is when people are out eating in restaurants or with family and someone's offering them something and they say, no, thank you. And then the person keeps going and they feel bad, so they eat it. I can't tell you the next day they're talking about, I wish I didn't do that. So it's not even so much about the food. Food is neutral, can go right through you. Some people can eat something, feel great. Some people eat something, feel heavy, feel tired the next day. Why is that? Is because that wasn't their choice. They weren't giving themselves permission to either say no, thank you, permission to just to enjoy it, not create a story about it. If you want to do a fun little exercise, you can take a moment just to close your eyes and then ask from your heart, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much permission am I giving myself to be who I am, to have what I want? And then let the number reveal itself with no judgment. It's just interesting. It's interesting. Where am I at? Self-awareness, 90% of it. The last 10% is then if you want to do something about it. But it's really magical to just start opening up this level of awareness of, can I give myself more permission today? Even in a small thing of saying no or just going to do that thing. Does it raise your energy? Does it give you more energy? Do you have more self-love for yourself? Do you become more magnetic, vivacious, alive? It really allows your spirit and your light to get brighter. And then if you want to take it one step further and really be brave, when you notice it's, I'd really like to do that, but what are they going to think? Or I don't want to stand out. Or is that wrong to do? Am I not supposed to? I'm supposed to dress a certain way, act a certain way, not do that, not be too much, whatever it is. See how it feels if you would do something special for yourself and listen. How good you feel, how alive you feel. Take time for yourself. Do something that's just for you. And then check in at your energy level, your fatigue level. Do you start letting things go? If there's someone that comes to your mind that would judge you for doing that very thing, put them in a little bubble, send their energy away, move them out of your space energetically. Just that can start letting go of weight, heaviness, fatigue, illness, all the things. So start becoming aware and giving yourself more permission. Okay, number 4 is sort of now going the next step after permission, which is take out your phone and create a new note that says, my daily practice. Have the top 3 things that you want to start doing that make you feel more alive, energized. It really could be something as simple as going for a morning walk, having a juice in the morning. What is it that you want to give yourself permission to experience, or things that you know, hey, when I do that, I feel so much better? And just write them down, not from a place of should, not like, I want to start going to the gym, when really you have no value or interest and the gym doesn't excite you. That's a different exercise. Let's not do that. I want these top 3 things to be something that if you put on your list and you saw it, that was on your agenda today. If your boss is like, you got to do those 3 things, you would light up with a smile. One of my clients literally creates more money when she has a tiny little bit of ice cream in a day. Really, just a little bit of ice cream just makes her feel so happy, so loved, so cared for. And when she's in that energy, more clients show up. It's permission for yourself. So the top 3 things that make you already feel energized, just writing them down. Underneath that, put top 3 things that you want to let go of, that you want to say no to, and then check it daily. No judgment, no pressure, just awareness. Just I want to. It's interesting. Let's see what happens when I do these 3 things for a week. And let's see what happens when I start saying no to those 3 things, or I'm just not going to do that anymore because I don't want to. It's heavy. It's energy depleting. I promise you, when you start doing things like this, life changes so quickly. I see it every single day with hundreds of people from all different parts of the world. It doesn't matter what your culture is, your religion is, your gender is. We're all energetic beings. And this work works. It's just, do you want to? So this one is, have some kind of daily practice. 3 things a day that you would love that are energy enriching. Okay, so number 5 is taking 2 minutes a day to pause, to close your eyes or get centered, go for a walk, wherever it is that you can have a few seconds to be alone, and go to your heart and allow yourself to feel how incredibly blessed you are. Now, it's a little bit different than going to your mind and what am I grateful for? My family, my food, that's great too. This is going to be an energetic receiving of feeling truly blessed and supported. Where are you in your life right now, blessed and supported? All of us have challenges. If anybody in your life says they don't have a challenge, they're most likely lying or they're most likely unaware of what it is. We all need challenges to grow. So when we want to look for what's wrong in our life, we'll find it. If we want to look for where we're supported in our life, we'll find it. And even in the hardest moments, really some moments that I've had in my life that were just almost like you just want to fall over because how can one person endure this much? In those darkest moments, there was always something of, where am I blessed right now? Who's in my life right now that's coming in out of nowhere, supporting me? Even if it's something small, like walking towards a door with groceries and 2 people open it for you and you just get to walk through without having to put them down and open it. It's like, just start to ask if you don't see it easily in your life. Where am I blessed? Where am I supported? Where am I loved? Where am I guided? If you're truly in your heart and in gratitude, it'll bring tears to your eyes. It'll make you emotional of just how incredibly blessed you are. This is going to fill your cup. It's going to make you sleep better at night. It's going to make you drop away things that are hard. It's going to give you the permission or the energy just to let things that are more difficult in your life go, because life is always in balance, even when it doesn't look that way. Somebody at work might be criticizing you or giving you a hard time. Where is somebody praising you? Where is somebody lifting you up and telling you you're amazing? If you're having a hard, difficult relationship dynamic, maybe with your spouse or your partner, maybe the relationship with your child is amazing, or your best friend or your parent. Where is the balance in your life? Because the more you start seeing that you have both sides, the more you're going to get into that place of centered, of gratitude, of everything is really okay. So I invite you to explore doing these 5 things, see which one works for you, see which one speaks to you. Validate yourself for taking this time for yourself to really check in, to learn something new, to put yourself first. So comment below this video and let me know one thing that you're going to start to do different in your life and one thing you want to let go of. Allow yourself to have more grace this holiday season. Enjoy the present moment. Enjoy food. Enjoy the people. Enjoy yourself. Healing the things that you have in your life really can be easy and simple. Just give it time and attention. Come join me inside our community. And I look forward to seeing you on another video. Take care.